And welcome back, gamers. I am Draxxinusam. This is Dwarf Fortress, and it's been a little while since I've actually recorded an episode. Mostly, I have been working on my own sort of personal fortress. Not that it's like any better or worse. Mostly, I wanted to test a few things and try my hand at some other stuff. And I have learned, and yep, what I was saying was I've learned a few things on my own, which I always seem to do when I play Dwarf Fortress and I poke around. There have been some great suggestions about improvements I can do to this fortress here, including there was a suggestion about connecting these two and setting uniforms and that sort of thing. All incredibly good suggestions, and provided I can muster up the energy, they are suggestions I will use. One thing I've also learned that are just good ideas. Some of you might already be doing this in your own fortresses, but where's my hospital? I don't even remember. It's been so long. Here it is. So one thing that is an idea when you have. Okay, so everyone knows hospitals are kind of important, right? So, I can't walk and chew gum at the same time, apparently. So, I was doing some research in my other fortress about healthcare, and I was under the impression that a lot of the healthcare could only be performed, or could be performed by anyone, but a lot of it was based on the actual skill of the dwarf performing it. But it turns out that for the most part, I think only surgery and maybe suturing, but mostly surgery is the only one that requires skill, or that the skill level affects the quality of the outcome. But otherwise, pretty much any dwarf can do it, including diagnostician. It could have been that it was a while ago that this was a thing, but the initial diagnosis would affect the healthcare going forward. So I was always like, oh, bring the best diagnostician that you can. But I was sort of poking around on the wiki in my own fortress and sort of researching it, and it turns out a lot of what some people do, perhaps even a lot of you guys, you basically give the healthcare feature to every dwarf, and you can sort of create like dwarven nurses where, especially, here I'll show you in a second, but first, let me, hospital, boop, and then we will paint it right here. Perfect. So, for example, let's find a dwarf. Let's find a dwarf who is cool. Let's see. Calm demeanor, comfortable in social situations, doesn't often experience strong craving, doesn't like to compromise with others, would never shy away from the opportunity to say he's better than someone else. He's confident, he often does the first thing that comes to mind. Bad example. Find a different dwarf. You! She's not affected by the suffering of others. That kind of applies. That's not exactly what I'm looking for. Man, it happened, like, it happened a lot more often in my other fortress. Let's see, right, he lacks confidence, disorganized, animated. God, come on, guys, you're making me look dumb here. The universe is looking at us right now. Let's see. Incredibly prefers okay, well, anyways, I'll try one more dwarf. You. Let's see. Soft and nervous, very comfortable in social fields. There's strong urges, short-term rewards, handle stress, prefers stability and security to ambiguity and disorder. She is candid and sincere to dealing with others, doesn't like to compromise with others, finds rules confining, takes time making decisions, when her body comes very still, and she's nervous. Okay, well, anyways, freaking stupid dwarves. Okay, one last attempt. This guy. Nope. Okay, well, sometimes on dwarves, they have one of two states, and one of them in that bottom listing is they don't like helping others, and they find helping others very rewarding. Basically, you can set nurses, sort of like dwarven nurses, because if you watch, a lot of times the dwarves sort of ignore each other when they're like bleeding to death out in the field. But basically, what you do is you here. In fact, we'll do it because yeah. So I basically give everyone the healthcare thing now. But when you want someone to be a nurse, in that they like find others rewarding, so they get a happy thought when they actually go pick up a guy. I take off most of their other duties, like including hauling. I basically will only do, like, depending on the fortress, wood hauling, maybe, usually stone hauling, maybe wood hauling, depending, but like item, burial, food, refuse, furniture, animal, and then like push haul vehicles I'll always match to like stone hauling, because that way they can use wheelbarrows or whatever. But I'll take all of that off and maybe give them one like downtime sort of thing, like farming, and then that way they'll be mostly focused on picking up injured dwarves. That way you get dwarves to the hospital faster, and that way they get a happy thought from doing it. And then when they're actually in the hospital, you can set your chief medical dwarf, or whoever happens to be good at diagnosing or doing whatever, you can assign them directly to this, so that way it'll kill all of their other jobs and they'll focus on getting the dwarf back up. Because the problem is, if you don't actually wait. Boop. Okay. Gotta make a slight adjustment. Boop. Because, oh man, this fortress is... My other fortress, amazing. But I planned it out better and didn't have as many disasters. This fortress, not so much, as you recall. But, what was I saying a minute ago? I was just, like, so excited. I'm like, come on, guys! Yep. Yeah, so that's the thing. The uniform idea is very good. One thing I also started to do in my other fortress, which seems like a pretty kind of duh sort of a thing, but I've just never done it before. In fact, we'll find a spot to do it up here. There's Craftsdorf. There's not a ton of space to do it. Here'll work. I had noticed a lot of times, like, when we kill stuff or when we butcher things, all of the important bits that we like bones and skulls and shells and that sort, end up in places I don't really want, because you can turn almost everything into something. So, I created a sort of stockpile tailored to picking up the things that I want, like the bones and the skulls and all sorts of stuff. Because you can turn all of that into crap and garbage the other civilizations might want to put in their pockets. So, yeah. Man, this place... What's down here? Oh, did I already do that here? Oh, maybe I did. Whew, shows you how much I remember what's going on. That's a big old thing, and that's a justice thing. Well, things are going alright. This, I don't remember if I did this on camera or not, but we were sort of like backing up in food and that sort of thing. In my other fortress we have elephants. Elephants are amazing, but because they provide so many like meat resources and that sort of thing, but they also can like clog your sort of food industry, just because there's so much material that comes from them. Are any of you guys military? Are you military? You are not. Are you military? You are not. What about you? They're correct, man. Alright, fine. Whatever. Oh yeah, and I was also doing a security feature here, wasn't I? Oh yeah, it's over here. It's already built. Look at that. I forgot. Forgot all about that. And there, man, it's been a while. Yeah. Yeah! So let's see. What do we have going here? Shell crafts is already queued. Totems is already queued. Wax. What sort of announcements are we getting? Something about yarn. Cancel that. I don't need to get spammed. Oh no, Dwarven baby is kidnapped. Oh lordy. Oh well. Man, this fortress is not as clean as my other one, and that's distressing because it's the one I'm showing the world. Oh well. Especially this well. That well is very embarrassing. I also, yeah, I'm definitely down in the cave. And the cave on my other one is so awesome. Because it's set up similar to this, but it allows for a bit more traffic to pass through. Ooh. Okay. I'll get rid of all of this garbage. Because it's clogging up the joint. All that garbage. All that garbage. My goodness. And that's why I love the traps, like the saw blades. You can't beat them. They're the best. But in my other fortress, I have a lot of these like underwater pools, like this, and I have these like forgotten creatures that keep appearing, and they don't. And since I think it's because I have doors set up, sort of like wherever the freaking thing is. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Over here somewhere. Nope. Here it is. So it's sort of like this, where there's a door, and I think because the forgotten creatures can't pass through doors, they're not necessarily as eager to sort of like run up and get blended. And in the other one, I might do something similar here, especially because the choke points are a whole lot better. I might set up traps in these little choke points where if a dwarf is escaping, they'll kite something through here and it'll save the dwarf. That's always a good thing. So that's the thing, but I also realize that my resources are a little bit more limited in this particular fortress. So that could be a thing. And I like, because my other fortress, I have lignite, and I have bituminous coal, and it's awesome. And I have metals I can smelt, and I have sand and clay. My goodness, it's basically paradise over there. Whereas here, like, I have to import things, and I hate everyone, and babies are everywhere. So basically, it's like paradise and your worst nightmare. Also, I'm surprised as to how little of trouble I've had here. Like, there have been no ambushes, there haven't been any, like, sieges, there haven't really been that many, like, mega beasts. I mean, I guess I can't complain, knock on wood, but, you know, the idea behind this fortress and this Let's Play was supposed to be like, oh, look, it's all crazy and cool and the things that are happening. Yay. But, you know, here we are. See, I have to kind of follow the cave around. So this actually, so if you think about it, like, it's cool because it's kind of like a real cave where it curls around and goes underneath it, and then it comes back up and curls back around. So like we're on like a weird little arch thing, or like a loop. Oh, aren't there troglodytes around here? Maybe they're over here. Oh, no, there they are. Yeah, those are troglodytes, and they're jerks. Actually, let's see where we are at in terms of materials. Boop. Spiked balls, always a cool option. Tower cap, I can't see that, so that's bunk. Boop. And then we'll chop down all of nature, because it's what the dwarves would want. My goodness, so much to do. And before I'm like, oh, herp-a-derp. But yeah, maybe if things don't get interesting, we'll start over and try and rustle up some hilarity. I mean fun. This goo is weird. There's a dead guy over there. All kinds of traps. And that bridge is built, so we're technically well defended, technically. Do more things. Pull more levers. Pull more levers. And we've got resources. Those are gems. That's too bad. See, and the material isn't that weird. It's not that different. Actually, I guess it is a little bit. Gneiss. There might be bituminous coal around, but it's only going to be in a specific place. There's no sand. I have to import all my sand and all my clay like some kind of chump. This is bunk. It's bunk, guys. It's bunk. But we want this place. I mean, the only thing we can't really defend against very well is demons, but I will be completely honest, I've never found adamantite, and I've never fought demons. But I know about demons, and the fact that they are building destroyers so they can tear down walls. They don't affect traps. Like a trap like this won't be set off when a demon walks over it. And they are like mini mega beasts in that they are very large creatures, and often they have really lame things you have to contend with. Like if it's a steam creature, they explode upon death and they scorch an area around them. So that's a thing, but we're pretty, like, let's see, they usually spawn on the lowest, which is, what? Like, way down here. Look at this. Woo! Still down. Still going down. Yeah, see, we've got tons of space before we hit any freaking... Okay, so there are probably demons at this level wandering around. But we don't have to worry about them, because they don't exist right now. And they're like, look, we're at 1, and that was minus 176 or whatever, so... There's a gigantic mountain between us and them. Do we have anyone here? Nope. But yeah, so I'm going to try and get this fortress straightened out a bit. I might try and dig down a few levels and sort of get things back up to normal. And I might tear through this and turn it into another strip mine. I know I've got two, and they're kind of ugly. But, you know, that's how you get resources. But, I mean, it doesn't look bad. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of this level. We'll have to do something here. But it's also because this is where all the disasters happened with the water. And that one... Remember that one time that guy got exploded right there? That was fun. Well, maybe not for him. But, you know, for everyone else. And this will be a multi-level jail, so we'll probably put, like, a staircase here, and it'll wrap around, down and down and down. It'll be like Coruscant in Star Wars, where we just have prison levels, and the only way to get through it is through that one access point or something. It'll be awesome! Oh, so cool! I also have to figure out... Let's look right now before... Oh. let's look right now. Equipment. So I can't see because of stupid things. So metal armor. So we're missing the chest piece and whatever that middle item is. Handwear. So chest and hand is basically what we need bits of. So that's kind of important as well. So we'll try and work on that. So, woo! Look at all those fish. Fish. Also, let me look, because we might... Wow, we have a lot of eggs. Holy crap. A lot of plants. Oh yeah, we'll be able to make money on that. So when the next trader comes, I think we just missed, and by just missed, I mean the last episode or two ago, was mountain homes, which is too bad, because they always have the best, where you can really unload garbage. But I think we're going to be in a good place where we can sort of just offload a lot of material and get a lot of things that we'll be needing. Look at this! Look at this! It's jam-packed! Jam-packed! But anyways, so that'll give you an idea for what's coming up next. Hopefully these aren't too boring. If you do have any suggestions for episode ideas in terms of Dwarf Fortress, like if you want to see a mega project, probably my next project is going to be building a better well, because I really don't like that. It's really garbage. So I will be probably trying my hand at that again. And I might, I'll probably do an indoor waterfall with it, similar to my other fortress, where basically it'll be splashing and it'll provide happy thoughts and babies. Yeah, so that'll probably be my next project, and then I might, yeah. Anyways. So, this has been Dwarf Fortress. I have been Draxxinusam, and you have been fantastic. We will see you here next time, gamers. You have a good